Once upon a time, in a bustling village nestled between rolling hills and shimmering rivers, there lived a young woman named Adiola. Known far and wide as the Slay Queen, she was the epitome of beauty and grace. Her flawless skin glowed like the morning sun, and her perfectly adorned outfits left everyone in awe. Among the crowd of admirers was a humble farmer named Jaid. He wasn't wealthy, nor did he wear fine clothes, but Jaid's heart was pure and his intentions were genuine. One day, he mustered the courage to approach her with a modest gift, a basket of ripe fruits he had grown himself. Adiola sneered at him, her laughter echoing across the village square. "Do you think I'm a common village girl who would settle for a basket of fruit?" she mocked. The village elders warned her, "Adiola, beauty fades, but kindness lasts forever. Do not neglect the people who truly care for you." But Adiola dismissed their warnings with a wave of her hand. "I am young, I am beautiful, and I will always have the world at my feet," she replied. One day during the annual village festival, a mysterious stranger arrived. He was tall, dressed in fine robes, and carried an air of authority. His name was Oba, and he claimed to be a merchant from a faraway kingdom. Oba's eyes were drawn to Adiola, and like everyone else, he was mesmerized by her beauty. But unlike the others, he offered her something no one else had, an opportunity to leave the village and live in luxury in his kingdom. One fateful night, Adiola followed Oba to the deepest part of the palace, where he disappeared into a hidden chamber. Inside, she found a chilling sight, a shrine dedicated to a dark and ancient spirit. Candles flickered around a statue carved from black stone, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. Oba knelt before it, chanting in a language she couldn't understand. "Do you think I'm a common village girl who would settle for a basket of fruit?" Adiola's laughter echoed through the market square, cutting deep into Jaid's heart. "Go back to your farm," she scoffed, "for I have no time for poor men like you." Adiola's fame grew with each passing year. Men traveled from distant lands to offer her riches, and the young women of the village whispered enviously about her beauty and charm. But with every admirer, Adiola's arrogance only deepened. "Beauty fades, but kindness lasts forever," the elders warned her. But Adiola, with an air of indifference, replied, "I am young, I am beautiful, and I will always have the world at my feet." Then came Oba, the merchant from a faraway kingdom. His promises of wealth and luxury were like a dream to Adiola. Without hesitation, she agreed to leave the village, chasing a life of splendor. The palace was more magnificent than she had imagined. Gold-lined halls, exotic flowers, and servants catering to her every whim. Adiola felt she had finally found the life she was destined for. As time passed, Adiola began to notice strange things about Oba. He would vanish for days without explanation, and the whispers of the servants only deepened her unease. One fateful night, she followed him and discovered his secret. A hidden shrine dedicated to a dark and ancient spirit. Oba's chants filled the air as the glowing eyes of the statue seemed to pierce into her soul. "This shrine is the source of my power," Oba said, his voice calm but chilling. "It grants me everything I desire, but in return, it demands beauty. This year, Adiola, it will be you." Adiola was locked away, her beauty fading with each passing day. She cried out for help, but no one dared to oppose Oba or the spirit he served. As the ritual began, a sudden storm swept through the palace. Lightning struck the shrine, shattering the statue into pieces. The spirit's enraged roar echoed before it vanished into the night, leaving Adiola broken and unrecognizable. When Adeola returned to the village, the people gasped at the sight of her, unable to believe that the once famous Slay Queen had become a shadow of her former self. She avoided their pitying gazes and sought out Jide. When she found him, Jide was tending to his field, as he always had. She approached him hesitantly, her voice barely a whisper. "Jide, I was wrong. I let my pride and vanity blind me to what truly matters. Can you ever forgive me?" Jide looked at her, his eyes filled with a mixture of sadness and compassion. "Adeola, forgiveness is easy, but trust takes time. If you are willing to change, perhaps we can build a new life together." From that day on, Adeola dedicated herself to helping others, teaching young women in the village to value their inner qualities over outward appearances. Though she had lost her beauty, she had gained something far greater, a sense of purpose and the love of a man who saw her worth beyond her looks. Together, Adeola and Jide began their new life, filled with hard work and dedication. Their love grew stronger with each passing day, and though their life was simple, it was rich with meaning and purpose. They became a symbol of transformation in the village, inspiring others to value what truly matters. As time passed, the villagers began to see Adeola in a new light. She was no longer the vain, proud woman they had once known, but someone who had learned the value of humility and kindness. They started to respect her not for her beauty, but for her character and the work she had done for the community. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Adeola and Jide sat together by a river, reflecting on their journey. "We've come a long way," Jide said softly, taking her hand in his. Adeola nodded, her heart full of gratitude. "Yes, and I've learned that true beauty comes from within." Adeola's story became a legend in the village, a tale passed down through generations. Parents would tell their children about the Slay Queen who once believed beauty was everything, but learned that true worth lies in one's character. Her transformation inspired others to embrace their own inner beauty. One year, the village hosted a celebration to honor Adeola's contributions and the lessons she had taught them. It was a festival of unity, love, and kindness, where the villagers came together to celebrate not just beauty, but the spirit of community. As the years went by, Adeola and Jide continued to live a humble but fulfilling life. Their love grew deeper, and they became pillars of the community. Their story was a testament to the power of change and the beauty of inner strength. And in the quiet moments of their lives, they often looked back and smiled, knowing that they had built something far greater than beauty. They had built a life of purpose and love.